fortune to all friends of the drummers. Many deals for a friend of the drum. I have many wares. I have many lucky doos. You like?
Click, please.
Hello, maybe.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Do we have any shade stones?
Shade stones?
Mm-hmm.
I have some.
Okay, I'll give you. I'll give you the flash to make then.
I have more from that effort gave me last night. I'll just use those. Or Friday. Right, so you want me to make it?
Yeah, I'll give you the flask.
No, I said I have some from effort the other night.
Ooh.
Seems like we should move out of this.
I don't know why you'd say that.
Oh, look. We're supposed to move out of these to the safe one.
Yeah, there's a few of us that got locked out.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just an annoying mini boss. It's too late now. Save spot, guys. Save spot.
There is no safe spot. They're all done.
Yeah, it changes.
No, like literally every single one was lit on fire there.
Oh. I mean, and maybe messed up graphics on your side, but I've seen a safe spot every single time so far. You might want to battle res. No, never mind. Doesn't matter.
Actually, I have no battle res on trash.
It's okay. I'll res you all after you die.
Yeah, then we'll just have to do it again.
I don't know. I think they're gonna kill him.
Damn, I nearly last until the end.
Papa's gonna make it work, man.
You know, this would have gone a lot faster if we all just released.
ABBA for the win!
Or
No,
just
Zaifu.
don't die.
Zaifu, you cannot go back in.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's a gauntlet.
Ooh. Good job,
Yeah,
Abba.
and he's got a
Yay! Impressive.
Mass resing.
Oh, and then he dies. Oh no.
Maybe, maybe.
Depends on how quickly someone gets him a heal.
Because there's still a dot in here, by the way. It's just constantly going. Yeah, we could hero like most of these mini bosses. You can reset it on the boss. So
That looks exciting.
So painsmith is basically dodge shit all the time to fight.
It's high on our list of skills.
Like I go over all the ways we have to dodge shit, but I think you all fall asleep by about the second or third one. So
that and watching where your tanks are all the time.
alright, go below your whistle, Cypher,
By what?
your ocarina.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you have to dodge. I honestly don't know if there's a good way to explain this. We should just pull a bunch of times and see what we die to and try to avoid dying to that in the future.
So first 70%, or first 30%, it's a cruciform axe. Tanks get a hit, they have to run to the end of the platform, and it does a checkered pattern. So technically, if they're all the way at the end, say they're on moon, it'll go out to triangle, and it'll go out to circle. So if you're way out here and you get hit, it's practically a one-shot. It increases physical damage by 200%, and it's practically deadly, because you get a bleed dot after. Next one is a hammer. This is from 70 to 40. This one does the same mechanic, except just those two ways. It'll shimmy across all the way to the other side. It'll pop, 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 pop. So you got to remember that you go over it. The last one, it does all three of them. Or two of them are both combined. So it'll do the big split, and then also will reverberate all the way across. And that's when it's at 40 and below. Other than that, there's spike balls that roll across. We have to kill one so we can go through. If not, we all die. So target one down, try to do that. There's three. There's going to be traps. These traps are only on heroic, so remember that. They activate after 8 seconds, and if we have to make sure we pop them, because if they don't, we get an increasing 200% damage increase for every one in sequence. So you gotta pop one, wait, and then let the last one just pop by itself.
Pop meaning you just step on it.
Pretty much. They look like giant hunter traps, pretty much. They'll have little shadow swirlies underneath them too, so you'll kind of see like the bomb animation or whatever. The other one is the shadow steel chains. A couple people will get that, and you get this orbiting chain around you. It comes into contact with anyone, it knocks them back, so you can knock people off the platform. It's kind of like the Ring of Peace. So whoever gets it, you want to get out. Other than that, then technically the intermission comes, and all it is just dodging a whole bunch. Find little areas, dodge, keep running back and forth between them.
There's ads on their intermission phases.
On Mythic. On Mythic difficulty, while dodging spikes, this all adds also spawn at random players' locations. I don't see anything about that heroic.
Can we get lock? Oh, never mind. My bad.
No.
No lock cookies for me.
If there is ads, then yes, we gotta DPS them down quick. So pretty much everyone, even range beyond the top on the melee, right behind them. If you get changed, you move out. Bring them to a corner.
Right.
You get changed, you move out. Comes Axe. Pent's gotta move. Don't stand where Pent's at.
You have to go to a corner, Pen.
Yeah.
Both ways.
Hey, orbs.
Balls.
Because you were still horizontal with the melee.
Right. I have to get on time.
This is gonna hurt.
You might want to find a stack target for that one.
Traps. And here comes the traps.
Oh, oops.
So I pop mine. Wait a second, and then pop another. That's all you do.
So being that these balls cannot be dodged, what's the strategy?
Kill
Kill
one.
one.
Kill him. So since we're tanking in a corner, why do we have to run to another corner if no one's standing on the sides?
If you want to do it on the first one, that's okay, but on the second one, since it's going to reverberate across, it's going to be very, very quick reactions.
I think this is one of those fights where we're just gonna have to pull a bunch of times and die a bunch of times. There's really no way around it.
Closet, please.
Let's save the feasts for now until we get a little bit more of this fight down.
By the way, you can like teleport over the malls if that ever becomes like a, you know, last hit scenario or whatever.
I wonder if that includes Soul Shape.
It does. I just did.
Neato.
But let's kill it,
Yeah.
because 90% of the raid can't do that.
Right.
Kill it
I
from
just
the
mean if
other
it ever
side.
comes down to it. Which, typical of Crimson Fury, it may well.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First sets of chains. There's the tank. Spike balls coming out.
Oh wow, that's some bad timing on the spike balls shit.
Really? Those bump people around.
Don't release. Please die quickly. Don't release. And be hurry, you can eat the feast.
You can get near him, just don't touch him.
I had no issues staying in melee range.
Yeah, you just have to be careful. That doesn't mean you can't, but and it may be one of those things where we may have to think about whether or not we want the melee to go up there, but yeah.
I think we.
You
I'm
have
not
to.
gonna be
We're
able to-
melee heavy.
It's
You
a
have to.
DPS check. We got too many melee.
We just need the people with the circly, spiky traps around them to not fuck up the people trying to melee them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're bumping us into them and we're dying.
By the way, this has happened twice now. Basically, the first tank nuke is the one that like does it, you know, to the sides basically, and whoever gets it first keeps going to the side and not like the. Basically, you keep going in one direction and not both, and so it runs through all the melee.
I have no idea what you just said, Zaifu, honestly.
So for the first like tank swap that causes spikes to go out in each like in each direction on the squares.
Yeah?
Okay, basically I think it was Pent went out in only one direction and not to the opposite corner, and so the spikes still went through all the melee.
So he's not gonna be able to get to the other corner, so you guys just need to pay attention where the tank's at.
Okay. He doesn't
So-
need to get to the corner per se. He just needs to move slightly that way.
He did.
But it still
It's a
was going
2 by
through where
2.
they were standing.
It's 2 by 2.
Yeah. So it's gonna
So
hit
then
that side and then anything the other direction. So just don't stand in where Pen is.
Okay, maybe I'm not seeing something, but
So technically, if put him on the third tile in, so tank can be on like the corner of the other tile, then everyone else needs to be in the back because it's a 2 by 2 hit. So if you're standing on
Okay.
the second square anywhere in the second areas, you're gonna get hit.
Or Pen could just stay where he's at and it's just gonna take the edges, correct?
If he backs up, yes.
Because he's not gonna
I mean-
make it to the other corner, so.
I mean, if the raid just backs up like 2 steps back, then they won't get hit by me. So
okay, I think I was
Well-
missing the point there then.
Actually, that might not be a good. We have to really move them because he does have an AoE hit around him.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Well,
big,
just-
like, reddish circle looking thing.
right, just don't like just if we tank the boss on the skull and the melee is on like the 4th square, then you won't get hit by me because I'll be tanking in the corner and I'll be running in one of the directions away from anyone else. So you should be okay.
Just make sure, Abba, you don't get hit by it because you get the debuff too.
I didn't get a debuff from it, so it was just a stun.
1.
Or stun. Chains are coming up. Spike balls. Pop another trap.
Oh god.
So why? I don't understand why we're moving him. Like, why are you running, Pent? Like, you can literally just step back and it would go in the corner.
There's an AoE around it. So like
Never
when you-
mind. It's the AoE is not that big. Like,
Okay, but when
if we're taking him at skull and Pent stands in the corner, no one should be in the AoE.
I'm gonna give that a try. Gonna get a guys up.
Dead.
Alright, then if everyone backs out to like 4 stairs away from me, then I can go 2 steps and drop it there, and that will be fine.
Because you're not making it across, so the whole corner-to-corner thing is not working. And you're gonna have to move the boss in between during the spiked ball phase. I mean, if there's something I'm not seeing, then please tell me. But
I mean, you can give that a try and see.
Can I get a summon, please? Yeah, like, because we're tanking him off. We're not tanking him in the corner. We're taking him technically off the corner. So if I taunt, you should be able to step back in the corner, and melee should be out of the range of it. If they're not, then they could take a step back. I mean,
well, we might need to go to the corner. Might need to keep him in a center anyway, because apparently the balls drop in any of the 4 edges, and if it drops in the corner where we choose, then we are fucked. So
yeah,
it's rate proportional to distance.
So we probably still need to go in the center, because there's no way we can react to the balls dropping on our side if it's that side he decides to use. So
we want to tank him in the center and then just run to adjacent corners?
yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, if you are concerned about distance, then we can probably do like one of off the center, so one of the corners off the center, like here-ish, so that it's a little bit asymmetrical.
It's up to you, tanks, because this is largely dependent on you. So if you
Well,
want to tank him in the center, I'm cool with it. I have no
I
problem
can
with
tank him wherever you want. I'm just saying the whole corner to corner is just not going to work. So we got to try something different.
it. That's fine. If
Yeah,
you want to
I-
tank him in the center, then we can. That's because I mean, if we got a roar or something, we got speed increases.
I know, but we don't have that many speed increases.
Yeah, I agree. I overestimated how far you can take that.
Yeah.
But I do think I probably just misunderstood how we're supposed to do this.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna keep the boss and the skull, and then the raid will be like here-ish, and I'll go to the corner, and then we'll see how that works out, because that's going to depend on where the balls drop. So I'm not sure if they expected they did this right, because if I go to that corner and balls drop there, then that's like a wipe 2 seconds to fight.
As long as I know this is asking a lot, the raid just pays attention where the tank is, that should be fine.
We should have you both marked at least, then.
Pick a ball.
Yeah, the
So that we're all
Indiana Jones
focusing
ball.
one?
I don't understand.
I mean, we could just say the center one if we're tanking him in the center. That makes sense.
Yeah, if we're taking him in the center, that should be fine.
It hasn't been too much of an issue. It's more just people dying to them as opposed to not being able to pick one.
The only issue I see with that is on that last pull, I got the debuff. Okay.
Nice portal.
Anyways, on that last pull, I got the debuff before the ball was dead, so.
This is Mildred.
He clicked the lock portal.
Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you. Are we gonna mark the ball we're killing or anything?
It is being marked. It's a really tiny skull from what I could tell.
Okay.
Middle one is the current plan.
Yeah, should be the middle.
Okay, thank you.
They don't have that much health. It's just
5,
we not die
4,
to them is the main issue.
3,
And pick the right same one.
1.
That hasn't been too bad.
Don't be on my side.
Spikes.
Behind us.
Bouncing the screwed up.
I'm gonna get axed before this ball goes. Careful. Don't be in line with me. You're all dead.
Yes.
See, as I was saying, can't
we
do
were
the
dead
corners.
before that.
It doesn't matter. It's not gonna line up, so you guys are gonna have to pay attention. But there's a battle res up. Please die.
Is there any other shit or is it just this?
Well, the spike chains are doing a lot.
So
The whirling things are doing a lot around people.
If you're melee with chains, do not go after the ball.
Shadow steel chains. Those are.
Can we have the chains like people like further back than the reed?
They were further back. They just have to adjust through us if the balls are on the wrong side. I mean, you're gonna have to work around them.
If you get the chains like during the ball thing, and you can like get over the ball otherwise, it might be a good time to do that because getting the person with the chains through the balls is such a nightmare.
Just put up like a diagonal
But keep
warlock
shooting it.
gate or whatever and make that work.
Yeah.
Because if it's diagonal, the balls are always gonna cross it at one point or another. The people with chains can go through that.
You also don't have to rush through it. The ball's gonna get down, and you can just
Actually,
wait for the balls to come to you.
Doesn't a lock gate just go through it, period?
Yes.
But it's only every 2 minutes, so you're gonna have an overlap.
Yeah.
Provided it's this, it's not gonna matter if it's the same person getting the chains every time. The only people that I want going through the lock gate are the ones with the chains, so they can get the fuck out of the way. He says calmly.
Oops.
5, 4,
Oh, let's go.
2, 1.
Balls are behind us. People in chains, get ready to go through the portal.
Alright, so you have to glide over because of that. Got it.
Through if you need to go through. Watch the shitty thing off the boss here. Don't get spiked.
We mostly live.
Traps. New set of chains.
Who's popping traps?
I am. Popping 1. Popping 2.
I don't know, wait till after the
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Balls behind us.
Say a name when you say watch out.
Well, I was just going by with the axe. Sorry.
If we're keeping the axe in the corners a little bit, we want to make sure the traps are at least 3 squares in. 4 squares in.
Okay.
I mean,
I believe.
Alright, let me just get a batteries up. Let's strike this. So during the ball tank transition phase, can we just have everyone not stand in the center?
It's hard to do that if that's the one we're DPSing down.
No, like it's dead. Everyone is through the balls, but they're still standing in the gap.
Okay.
Because the tank is also standing in said gap, so.
If you take the portal, would that be useful?
The tank?
Yeah.
Yeah, but 2 minutes.
I'm just trying to think of an occasional solution if we don't make it.
I mean, the first time I was able to, once the balls disappeared, get to the corner in time, but that second time the balls were still up, so I couldn't get to the corner. But I could try to sprint through him and go to the other side as well, so.
Plus, we need to get the traps down before the second set of spikes balls, because of the spike balls will activate them.
What are they? Is it a magic, physical? What is it?
Fire damage, I think.
So I could probably step on one as a tank then with AMS, maybe?
It doesn't do much damage. It's an AoE thing. But we just gotta make sure we time it. It's every 1.5 seconds, because if we not, it does increase damage.
Well, probably someone with mobility. Is that an issue, mobility?
I've been doing it. It's not a big deal. I just gotta make sure I do them.
Are we gonna run into problems when we're putting the traps on the edge of potentially having balls spawn on top of you?
Well, that's the thing. If we don't want to put them on the edge, you could put them just in the back in a circle. It works.
Just make them accessible and don't stack them.
Yeah, so
And
make
don't
sure.
put them in the melee.
Just don't put them on the very end. Put them like kind of in this early, by like the 3x3
I was
inside.
gonna say, just pick a square somewhat close together. It's about the size of a square, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, killing one of the balls is pretty simple. About 120 health.
Well, yeah,
149.
we're fine doing that. That has not been our problem.
Just doing a lot of stuff at the same time.
5,
Yeah, he's just killing the
4,
raid
3,
through
2,
various means.
1.
Is this a good spot? Are people okay with that?
That's fine. You guys are fine where that's at. Chains?
Balls are behind us. Really?
I'm gonna be in the back, so make sure you go through.
Get out of the center.
Get away from the center.
Get out of the center. Out of the center.
Of course I stood there.
I'm down. Someone's gonna have to do traps. And that was 2 going off.
Yep.
It felt like it.
Traps.
Yeah, they're in AoE, so we can't just all run them at once. So.
Okay. One thing I noticed about the balls was so people like waited to go through so they could hit the boss before they went through, which would be fine. But the problem is if somebody with the chain has to go through, and you get like people getting knocked back and falling off.
Chain should just be last.
Right, but there are people trying to go after them and like not having space.
If Abba, if you want to, start just going straight to the other side.
Okay. So I mean, I don't have to hold the boss. As soon as that debuff's on me, Pent can take the boss if the DPS is an issue.
It's just so that if the 2 chains can just let it kind of just walk across and everyone else is through, we don't have to really. The chain guys can be the last 2 through.
Okay. So as soon as that ball's down, I'll try to drag the boss through to the other side.
There's an auto hammer down if anyone needs it.
What's that?
Repair.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. I was about to ask.
Or if you're a Night Fae, or if you're the 2-person and you don't happen to get it back to back, you could use the Warlock Gate, right? Or if you're a monk, you can use your Transcendence.
We do need to not hit all the traps at once, though.
It's like a shame that none of those things apply to me, Everett.
Yeah, you don't have monk teleports at all.
5, 4,
Don't know what you're talking about.
3,
I don't know
2,
either.
1.
Night Fae.
Stand still, Jasso.
First axe. Spike balls.
God damn it.
Ben, you're not dead.
I'm still stunned though.
Get out of here, chains. God damn it.
Get out of the middle!
Oh my god.
Whoever has a chain there, can you not just back up and push people?
Chains need to go through last. Again.
Yes, so they need to make sure that they're at the very end. They're all behind us.
Or Turtle and Immune.
Popping one.
Or Nether Walk.
Popping another.
Alright, it's just another piece we gotta learn. We gotta sort out.
And that one can be hit by the balls.
Battle res up.
Okay. So if you get chains, the very first thing you're going to want to do is move to where the ball is, since we're going in the center. Make sure you're in the very back. Where you have to reposition yourself early so you can allow everyone else to just do their thing right away. Or if you're a chain person, you can just sit on the edge for a second and allow everyone else to go through, then the last two of you can move yourselves.
Chains should be the last one to go through unless you have some gimmicky ability to get through the balls.
Yeah.
And other people should go through before that so you don't get screwed over by the chain trying to go through.
Yep. As soon as the ball's dead, the tank will pull the boss through the open gap, and then everyone else.
If you have a gimmicky ability, go to the other side sooner rather than later.
But definitely don't stand in the gap at the chains, please.
Even if you're DPS and help, I'd rather you go to the other side. DPS from that side.
We're not really having a DPS issue right now, so let's just get the mechanics
5,
down.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Chained in one. AoE damage. All working down.
It's fine. Just wrong.
How did I jump the first one, but that one?
Change your clear. Go
Maybe
for it.
not try to jump it.
Traps. Make one. Make another.
I'm dropping an axe. Watch out for me.
Don't pop that. Jesus Christ.
The secret is to backflip.
Don't stand in the center.
Get the battle res up, just die.
Okay, so with the axe, when you call that, we just get as far away from you as we can. Is that right?
We don't have to move. The damage is based on the distance the axe travels from the boss to the tank.
Ah.
So the axe is not your problem. Just don't be in the circle and don't be at the intersection of where the tank is running. So if they're running to the corner when the axe goes off, it hits a straight line from wherever that is.
Still a little repair thing up. Please continue to repair.
I mean, this point is just practice. We just have to figure out how to not stand in each other's ways and not panic, and that's just going to happen when we get more familiar with the fight. Is tank positioning a problem?
I mean, the raid-wide nuke from the axe does less damage the further away you are, so...
Well, the tanks will generally be... They'll be in the corner, so...
Right, yes. That's just... That's the only thing, basically.
You guys can try to move further away as well.
Yeah, this is
Do we want to tank the boss, like, literally right in the center? Instead of kind of off center, so we can get further away. Would that help a little bit with the damage?
I'm cool with it.
I'm still going to tank the boss there and then be offset on the corner.
Chains coming out. By fall.
Look at that. Hardly any damage to the raid.
Two chains line up in the back evenly so you can get through. Traps. One. Holding, doing two.
Don't get hit by the axe.
Getting a couple people. Get up, people. Get up, people. Hit one more. Okay. Let the other one auto hit. Let the last one auto hit.
Taking it to this corner. So I got a trap up.
Chains.
Don't get hit by the thing. One of those is gonna get hit by the...
Yeah, we should be alright as long as I don't think they'll auto hit. Yeah, we're alright. Let them just pop by themselves. Watch Abba.
Good.
Try not to stand on the sides, guys.
Gotcha, transition.
Alright.
So now we gotta find openings and watch the fire damage.
That's annoying.
At least I can see it.
And you have to kill ads during this on Mythic?
Well, you have to get all the way over there.
Yeah, you can
Oh my
run
God.
towards the back. You don't have to stay up front.
Also on Mythic, the last one has no hole.
That makes sense.
You just gotta gimmick over it somehow.
Or a Warlock portal. I saw.
Oh, here's the new.
Use that.
The new one. So now it's gonna
Oh.
You're gonna come
reverberate.
out. Ow.
Oh, and
they
the
don't
ball's
kill
up.
you. They hurt pretty bad and stun, but they don't kill you if you get hit.
I'm gonna do the thing again.
Okay.
With the trap, stagger those traps if you can.
Oop, sorry. I'll battle res. I think I got it. Yeah, I did. That reverberate doesn't give you a whole lot of time to step in between.
Ooh, it does not.
Yeah, you
It's
gotta
like,
stand right
it's like
in front
half
of
a second to go.
it. You just gotta stand right in front of it.
That's why this is the guild killer right now. Is this fight?
Keep.
What a gigantic butt of a fight.
I like your positive thinking.
Yeah, this is an awful fight. I mean, I like it. It's neat. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's so
like
dependent
it.
on everybody having to do it right.
I'm with Cap.
The next one is Fate Scribe. Fate Scribe's the harder one after this.
Oh, that's the one with the rotating rings, right?
You can do Guardian after this, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Guardian is actually pretty. It's not hard. It's got a little bit of interesting mechanics, but it's not too bad.
This guy's a single boss choke point, though.
Yes, this
Yep.
one's a single boss choke.
He's the wing boss, so it's natural.
Yay.
Now shot, please.
Plus, I think the fire damage from the intermission stays the whole fight, so we're going to take increasing fire damage the whole time.
Remember, you do not have to run forward into the spikes. You can back up.
Chains. Balls are coming up. It looks like every single time pin it's always that one, so you might want to just stop going that direction.
Go through, get out of the way, get pent up.
I mean, it goes the other way too, so it's pretty random.
It's random, but every single time I've seen this one, it seems like it's always on that side first.
You can step forward a little bit. It won't hit you.
I did, and some I still got stunned, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong there.
It's probably because you're a fat bear ass.
There's potential.
Still two traps.
I'm gonna let one pop. Yeah, that we should be fine.
Going to the other side. Watch yourself.
Chains are coming out.
Don't stand here, guys.
Alright, this is gonna be tough.
Yep.
Oh, I still.
So the secret's to backflip over it?
Yeah, backflip works fine because it gets you higher than double jump.
Listen to
I
these
must
guys.
have gotten lucky on the double jump because that was the first time that they came through. I double jumped and it was just perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Or
just
double jump with the
backflip.
glide.
You don't want to fell rush into it though, like I did.
All right, I watched that.
Yeah, me too.
These guys talking about their Demon Hunter meta.
No, meta would got me over though too.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
I mean, if effort was Night Fae, he can also teleport over it too.
There you go.
Some of these spike patterns are mean.
Yeah, the ones on the sides are kind of crazy.
Yeah, like how? I mean, is that even? Can you run fast
Roll
enough?
Yeah, I made it just fine last time.
Far right, far right, far right.
So if a DK can make it, anybody can.
You just
I'm
have
a
to-
monk. I wouldn't know, but
Boss should be coming down.
If you can survive for another minute 30, battle res will be up, so we don't have to run back.
That logic is flawed, but okay.
Well, I mean, it's not really flawed, just survive.
Survive.
People get the
Survive another minute
rubber.
30 so we can avoid spending 30 seconds running
Practice
back.
these spikes, please. Practice these spikes, please. Yeah, alright. You've all successfully practiced the spike. I would suggest for that particular pattern that you don't come at it from the corner. You just stand on the edge of a square. You don't have to run at it. Just wait by the edge of your square and then step over. As soon as they're up in the air, step over.
Do we want it to be on a corner? Because it looks like it's concentric circles outwards, so.
Doesn't it have to be on a corner? Because it still throws up the chains at first, the spikes at first, so.
It's fine in a corner, because if you left it in the middle and it radiated outward, that would be that much worse for us.
Plus, you're still giving the raid white damage.
Yep.
Release, repair, get back in.
The point being, let the spikes come to you until the last second, and then step over.
Do you have to wait until the spikes are down to step on the spot?
No, once they pop up, they stop doing damage. So.
Okay, thank you.
I see. So the moment,
As far
that's
as
the guess. Yeah. So the moment they pop up, go then, see if that works. Maybe it does.
Pretty sure it hurts you if you walk through them.
It's gonna happen and like half the raid's gonna die because they
If your reactions are slower, for whatever reason, then by the time the spikes pop up and you take note of them and then start walking, they'll be gone. So, whatever timing works for you. You see the spikes up, you're like, they're up, go.
I'm pretty sure with the way the latency works, as soon as they're all the way up in the air, you can start walking.
I'm willing to sacrifice my life on the next attempt to find out.
Didn't we try to listen to you last time on one of the other bosses? You said, for sure, you don't get knocked back if you stand over here.
I did not.
Pretty sure that was you.
Still stand by that fact that I did not.
It's like, yeah, if you stand on the edge over here, you will not get knocked back and raid wipe.
But I did not.
I don't listen to Demon Hunters since you guys are all like, you're just shady. You guys are just shady.
Is it the demon or the hunter part?
I don't know what part of Hunter are you? Are you a Beastmaster or?
Survival.
Oh, okay, I'll trust you then.
Are you the multi-shot build?
No. Melee only, sorry.
Ah, so you're the throwing knife build.
Oh man, that's
I've never
going
actually
back.
played the throwing build back. Or in Diablo yet.
It's not bad. Jesus Christ.
I like it.
So annoying. I like my
Apparently
multi-shot. I'm
everybody's
sorry.
rolling monk this time around, so.
I'd play and go necromancer, but I don't want to play. Just like corpse explosion, I think that was the only thing I liked. Just...
It's all about the boner lance now.
Did you say boner lanes?
Yeah.
Of course I did.
Oh, you're the Thorns summons build.
That's a good one too.
That still exists.
Monk
Jesus.
has the better version of it now, though, with all their allies.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chains coming out. And axe.
Axe. Oh, fuck.
Shoot, sorry.
Get up, Pent, please.
Stop commenting.
You guys
on our raid.
cannot stare at each other either. Like, I know it's hard to tell if everybody's through or not, but I think you both waited until the last second on that one and it went bad.
Yeah, and then some.
Crap.
Popping one.
Stand in the big bubble.
Popping another.
Got a
Sure, I think,
axe.
Bubble
Yeah,
last
should
time to hit by
die.
itself.
Get out of the center. Oh, actually, that's fine. Oh, this is too close to the edge.
Double chain.
Look. Button too quick.
No, this is going double hit. Yep.
We drop the traps, right?
Yeah, where you're standing, basically.
Alright, so
You have to drop the traps right as though they come up, so diagonal line is your best bet. If you're looking at a chessboard and it's coming from left or right, always diagonal line will stagger it.
Well, more than just one spot, preferably.
Yeah, so don't clump them together. You want them a little bit spread out.
As a general rule, if we're going to like one of the corners, like here, you kind of want to just not be on this side of the room of the skull, because you will take a shit ton of damage. Oops, wrong button.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chain's coming out.
Don't be here, pussy.
Once clear, chains come through.
Go, 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 go.
Get away from the tank.
Pussy.
Popping one.
Get away from the store. Please get away from the store.
Let that other one pop by itself. Get everyone up. Get everyone up.
Chain.
Go through, go through, go through. Get away from the corner and edges.
Hemming. New traps. Maybe not. Chain's coming out though. Got to push him to 70. He'll transition.
Through, everybody through.
Good job. Only one death. Nice job.
Try to be in the back a little bit spread out so we don't have to have everything on top.
Left a little. Left a little. Left a little.
Way left.
You ready to run far right or can? Straight ahead.
Far right,
straight
far
ahead,
right.
straight ahead.
Do my big CD. And then the new change are coming out.
Saving battle res for a tank.
Well, I just missed Bailey, so oops.
Okay, that's fine.
This one's reverberating.
Rebuff.
Damn it.
Or ball things.
Yep, kill them all.
Get in positions. Through. Everyone through. Through. Chain through. Watch that corner. Watch that corner. Watch the corner. Reverberating. Get in positions for it.
Traps. Make sure the traps are going to pop as well. So
One of them won't.
both of them did because there was one over here too.
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough thing to deal with.
Does spikes trigger the traps?
Yes.
Everything pops the traps. Anything that he does except for the hammer.
But at least, well, I guess we.
I got a soul stone.
That was better though. We only had one death by that first phase, so.
So those
I
traps.
decided
we
to
have
hell with
run towards
DPS. I want to
spikes.
figure out how to survive.
So when we get those traps, you're gonna have to watch the spikes coming out and try to run them to the other side of the spikes before the timer goes down. Except for one, but we want to space that out.
It's that, or have one at the very end, one kind of towards the center. It's a quick debuff as long as it does work.
But yeah, I think it's like a stacking debuff though, so.
It is. It's just it's 1.5 seconds per in between for the debuff to fall off. So as long as it's not like one right after another, we should be okay.
There is no set spot for the swirls, Fave.
The thing is, like, the spikes and balls trigger them, so we have to kind of stagger them a bit.
Yeah. It's
Swirls are the traps, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The debuff is only, what, 1.5 seconds?
1.5.
yes.
Right,
you
but
can
if it goes
stagger.
off during, if another one goes off during that, we are just dead, period. So they need to be, it's like this weird game of like chess and checkers. Yeah, a couple squares apart diagonally, basically, to make sure it doesn't screw us over either way. The
Yeah, so if you-
catch,
So if you have a person with a swirl, one right here, do a check in between. If you can.
but if you've got like one here and one here, then the balls can come this way and hit them both.
Yeah,
So
so
you have to have them diagonally. The issue is you can have the what's it called? The tank nuke in phase 2, which sends the spikes out. Which can also hit them at the same time, like on different planes. It's very annoying.
Diagonally.
Diagonally?
Classic check.
Like,
And we should There's only 18 of us, so we should still have blasts from the last cauldron among us. If anyone needs one, probably trade them.
I mean, no one's gonna worry about my bad DPS or the actual 0.5% of dodging, so.
A 0.5 dodge will save your life.
One time out of 200.
What the fuck is dodge?
4, 3, 2.
It's a type of coin.
1.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
The dodge coin.
Shit to the moon.
Best Bitcoin ever.
Chain's
Bitcoin
coming
in
out.
general.
Run, Pent. Run.
I can't, that's the thing. I've been.
Just like, I don't know.
What?
I would
Go
accept
ahead
you
of me.
running a few seconds earlier. Go through. Go through. Chains, go. Spread them out. Let's get that closest, those two that are stacked.
Getting this one.
There's two right next to each other. You want to grab one of those?
Yeah, I'm going to right now. Okay. I'll
One's
let the other
being
two
rolled
just
into.
let them be rolled
Good, I
into.
think.
Through. Watch that corner.
You guys need to be away from the tank, or else you will get pasted.
Get out of that wall. Get off that wall. You need to break one of those to the right. Yep.
Good.
We need one of these. Are we okay?
Should be.
No.
It's gonna be tight down here.
Everyone through.
Get out of the center. Get out of the center. No, I got hit by chains. Never mind. You guys took too long with the ball.
Do not release.
DPS harder, please.
Trying. Got shitty 220 weapons now.
Says the guy who's on second DPS.
The reason 220 weapons is because you can upgrade crap from Korthia.
I mean, if we're not DPSing a ball because there's a trap in the way, then someone mark a ball just off to the side of it. Because we're sitting doing nothing for a solid 30 seconds because there's a trap.
Well, that trap should have just been triggered before the ball even came.
That works too. I mean, I'll hit a trap. I will. I just don't want to kill everyone in the process, so.
That, and when they come down, everyone should just be right to the ball. Don't be on the boss. Go straight to and DPS that ball ASAP.
And I'm usually pulling the boss to the ball, so you should be cleaving just fine. He's literally standing on his balls.
On his balls.
On
Impressive.
Yeah, they're big.
Spiky balls.
They're very big balls. I mean,
I wonder he's a painsmith, man. That would.
elephantitis.
5,
In the
4,
back of his head, we all know he's saying
2,
these nuts.
1.
How do you even sit down without like squishing your thighs? And
He doesn't. He stands here the entire time.
Ask Chuck Norris.
He does
Chain's
world
coming
downs.
out. Spike balls up.
Get out of here, Chain.
Kismet, go ahead of me.
Get away from Abba. Please get away from Abba.
Traps.
Good job spreading those out.
I'm gonna pop blue first. Pop another one.
That wall one might hit. Careful. Here come the balls.
Hit this last one.
Oh my god.
You're okay.
Hemming.
Cinder's almost down. Go through.
Okay, get repositioned as you were, please.
Axe incoming. Balls will start with this. Traps are coming out. Stagger those traps. Pop one right away if you need to. Get one of those two in the back. One of those two in the back needs to go. That wasn't.
One in the back.
Okay, go through.
Yep. Batteriz and Kiki. Wipe it up.
Meet the lava.
Oh.
Let's do this.
Alright. Go ahead and run back.
Might as well go and repair while you're here.
I think if we can get the traps on those 4 marks every single time, we should be fine. I'll redo these marks, hold on.
What marks are you using?
There was just a skull down and I couldn't figure out how to get rid of it because I'm retarded.
If you want, flame traps are triangle, moon, square, and X.
Triangle, moon, square, square.
And X.
Alright. So if we use those 4 marks, no matter which direction the balls come from, they will always hit 1 and there should be just enough time for it to stagger. I think. Same with the spikes, no matter which direction they come from, unless... Yeah, you might have to run spikes always to, on that second phase, to square or red corner. If that makes sense.
Can you state again? Now that we're here, can you actually state what those are for again?
The traps. Just each person takes a trap to a marker. Whatever marker you can get to. Ish. And the reason being is when the balls come out or any of the other mechanics that will trigger the traps, there should be enough time between each radiation.
Nice.
Whatever word that is. But I would say, and I can change the marks to the other angle if we need to, but the axes ideally would go towards the square or X to those corners versus the empty corner. Because if we had phase 2 and it radiates from those empty corners, it could hit 2 traps at once or something, depending on how on the markers we are. I don't know if that makes sense. That's my suggestion. You can scrap it and do something else.
It works. I think I'll just have to hit one of the other ones of closer if the tank's running there. And there's one there, he can tap it off if it's still there or not.
Yeah, I mean, you can get rid of one of the ones in the middle to stagger it, and that's fine. It's up to you. I'll let you be in charge of that set. But I think if the rest of us can get him to the markers, even if you fail for whatever reason, or you're busy, you know, caring about our health, we should be okay.
Usually they're not even that bad. It's probably going to be worse towards the end because of all the stacking fire dots. But at the beginning, it's not that hard, big of a deal. Chains up. Falls.
Everyone through, chains go through. Traps and marks if you can get our access first, sorry. I'll change those marks around if that's where we're going to be doing with the other things.
It's gonna switch depending on where the balls are.
Traps, that's fine. Most are good. There's one way out there on Moon.
I'm gonna get a far one. And then I'm gonna get that last far one. Or if tank can.
It's fine. Balls, balls, balls. Bent, run.
I got stunned.
Yeah, see, there's just enough time. Through. Through. The axe comes with the stun too? I hadn't noticed.
No, it does not. It's if we move forward too quick.
Oh,
A little too eager to get back to the boss.
gotcha.
Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me.
Alright, spike balls are out. Breaking that center, breaking that center. Through.
Magic,
Chains
go ahead.
Go.
Jump.
Watch the wall.
He's about to transition.
That's good. I'll try to call out which way to run as we're facing the stuff. Center.
Okay.
You can also use your own eyes. Center still. Right.
Far right.
Middle.
Right-ish, centermost.
Left.
Left.
Lefter.
Further left.
Far right.
All the
far
way right.
Absolutely. Do a roar if you need it. And then still right. Ooh,
Whoopsie.
Nora. Oh no, that was Pen. Pent in rare cat form.
Chains.
Okay, this will be the staggering one.
Yeah, see, I don't want it in that corner because when it staggers out, look how it's going to hit those marks. So I got to switch them. Balls are coming up. Balls first. Focus the center. Bringing it down. You guys are split. All right, over through. Chains through. Okay. Watch that corner. Traps and marks, please. Or no. Get one staggered out. It's gonna hit 2. Okay, so I have to move the marks if you're gonna be using that corner.
Which corner do you want us to be in if you would for the opposite?
Don't release. Don't
I
release.
wanted it on one of the marks, that the corners that the marks are on. But if
Okay.
you're used to that one, I'm just gonna change the marks a little. It's fine. Or the colors again. Diamond and
Let's find them.
Diamond X something.
Triangle, moon, square, and X.
Triangle. Moon. There you go. So if you want to run to the diamond corner, because that's what you're used to, that's fine. But if we put the first trap on there when it's radiating outward, if we can, then that just means it triggers in sequential order.
So you want a diamond and moon?
Yeah, as you run 2 corners, either one of those is perfectly fine for phase 2. For phase 1, it does not matter. For phase 2 is where it's a bitch. So if you get used to doing one or the other, that's why I marked diamond corner for you instead.
2 and 3.
Okay, so the moon's okay as well, though. That corner works.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the third pattern is going to be. That's going to confuse me, but
Combine the 2.
Oh, Jesus, really? Okay.
Shit show, basically.
Actually, that won't be too bad, because, yeah, that's fine. If you can get
That's
to those
fine.
corners, it's still good.
Yeah, it's just a combined ending of the 2. That's all the difference. Practically, we've seen the fight. The only thing that changes is the tank mechanic. Also for the healers, focus on the chain people. There's not much AoE damage going out in the beginning. Chain people need to be healed up.
I assume it's only range that get the chains.
Pretty
Seems
much.
to be, or heals.
Is it only melee who gets the traps? I've never gotten one.
You sometimes get them, but it's rare. But I think since they're splitting them, probably the mechanics is, or the AI is going, melee can only get them.
He probably prioritizes melee. Or like favors them.
5,
Probably 2 and 2 is probably what it looks like.
Yeah.
2, 1.
Chains. It was raid damage.
Balls.
I love balls.
I
So
hate
does this boss through? Everyone through? Everyone through? Get away from that.
Next raid damage.
You probably want to go further than that.
Try to get on the marks. They don't have to line up, just a personal mark. Try to get that odd one out first.
Go ahead, Kisman.
Should be okay.
I'm gonna get.
The balls are okay. Just let the balls do
Yeah.
it. Focus.
You hit 1.
Did somebody else touch it on top of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to swipe it up?
Yeah.
Alright, Kiki's got battle res. Do not release.
Lava bath.
There goes a burning tree.
I'm pretty sure you might have. That's just you coincidentally being there when the ball ran over the trap.
I think we hit one of the ones in the back as well as the one that was run over in the front.
Right, that one should have gone off. That was expected.
Yeah, it's the one in the back that made it worse. Which, no, whatever.
Did I trigger that with a chain?
I don't know.
I
Probably.
didn't think I did, but it's quite possible. I'll watch for it.
Chains are probably
Yeah.
stupid. Can we
Yeah,
take a
let's
break?
take a break. Yeah, let's take a break because this is going to be painful. So, oh well.
From the painsmith. Break.
Break.
Hey, I'm back.
Trying to see if I have any passive damage reductions.
Somebody got a tome.
You could always hard take care of it and we'll use the summoning stone. Or not, you know, whatever.
Yeah, summon me back. I'll just... Just Hearth to your...
Hearth.
Yeah, we'll summon you back that way you can change talent.
Five, four, 3, 2, 1.
Chain's coming out. Ball.
Through. Chains go. Yep, you're fine. Go.
Get away from the moon, get away from the moon, get away
Watch
from the
the
moon, get away.
edges. Why is that your spot of default magic? Fuck markers, I guess.
Go on, pop that one by the boss. Good job. Wait. Okay, good. Let the other one just pop.
Lotus, you go ahead of me.
Get away from the diamond, get away from diamond, get away from diamond, get away from diamond.
New chains. Here comes the axe.
Get away from diamond, get away from diamond.
Ball. GTFS in the there's openings.
He's transitioning, run through,
What caused
Get
that?
to a safe spot. It's a transition, it breaks a few. Go.
Right.
Slightly right. It's
Right.
right.
If you can heal yourself, heal yourself.
Left.
Let the healers get some. Let's save some mana.
Left.
Left. More left.
Lefter. Left.
Leftist. All the way right.
Roar for this one.
Little left.
New chains coming out.
This one's radiating out. Get to a good corner.
Ball.
Break.
I'm going to go to the moon.
Everyone through. Last chain through.
Hemming.
Ouch.
Traps on the marks, please.
Double trap.
That's why the marks are there, for the traps. Please go to them.
Go ahead and wipe it up. Marker, people with traps don't get markers, right?
They're not gonna get a mark on their head that matches. You just go stand on one.
Right. I just want to see if this make it even easier, but
I got X and I just stood on X. Like, I'm just make it simple.
During transition to, if you can heal and you can heal yourself, do that. It'll save a little bit of mana on us for us healers.
Pick up Janora.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chains coming out.
Through.
We're going gold. Get away from the skull, get away from the skull, get away from the skull, get away from the square. Square skull, whatever.
Get that one near the tanks if you want.
Get the one at the front.
Okay. Gotta be careful backing into him. Reset, jump off, whatever. Provided they're all lined up, let's clear the X trap first, because that gives you the most free space to damage.
Oh. Or at least I gotta repair anyway. Sorry.
Alright, I'll do the front two then. Or the two in the center, and then we'll allow the last two to hit, however, since they're always at first and last. I can always probably hit two, unless something happens.
Yeah, we gotta get one of them out of the way, I think, manually. And if we keep them staggered at the markers, then it's, dealer's choice, but I would say X or triangle, depending on what angle the balls are coming from.
Will do.
You just don't want to break them, it's like 2 seconds?
Pretty much.
Okay.
But if they come out and we have a second before the balls and we clear X, then we can DPS that whole lane as needed.
Such a fucking child.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It was different.
Put me on an ignore already. Jesus Christ.
I don't know, I like this fight.
He's just a fucking spaz.
It's an interesting fight mechanics-wise, that's for sure. I mean, I don't like dying over and over, but
Bye.
it's very mechanical.
Wait.
Went off early.
Yeah, he and have a hate relation.
No.
Yeah, I said I like the fight, so I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Chains.
Well, I mean, obviously you're not allowed to have your opinion, so
No, it's opposite of his, so.
Ball's coming up.
you deserve the death sentence then.
on 12 systems.
Almost down. Through.
Oh, Mildred.
God, the tab targeting on this fight is fucking bull.
It's terrible.
Fine. Honestly, one change we could make is just to have one targeted. Ah, there's just right.
Those are good and staggered. Clear one of those ones in the middle for us. You can.
Doing triangle.
Stand in the bubble. It'll help.
Hemming.
How did that not break the bubble?
Because I have a lot of HP.
Oh, right, you're Ava.
It's based off HP now.
Through.
Set, you want to go first?
Yeah, I know. I was.
Go. I'm on the edge. Go.
Okay.
Get away from me.
Go through.
Damn. Sorry, Pen.
Get away from me.
No.
Yeah, no, right. It's fine. We'll get the X first. Pop that one if you can.
I got it.
If you're breaking that middle ball. Through.
Get away from me. I'm trying. Oof.
That was rough as shit. Was that the AoE damage on the range on top of the spike thing?
I think so.
I don't know if there's a way we could have avoided that without popping that final trap.
We still got to 70%, so.
You gotta remember too, we're on 18 with 17 of us.
Oh, it's true.
A little bit right.
Far right.
Far right.
Oh, got him.
Oh, Jesus.
Left a bit.
You can back up over these two guys.
Left.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
All the way left.
Far left.
I have so much normal movement ability,
Rightist.
I may as well just be safe.
I think if you double jump and fell rush, it would be clear too.
Oh yeah.
Boss down.
Chains.
Get into a good position. You want to cross these sooner rather than later. Through.
Get away from the.
Watch the corner. It's going to radiate out. Get into a good position to be free.
Perhaps.
Try to get two of those traps on the other side. Good job with the traps. That's way better. It's going to hit one. It's going to hit two. That actually worked out really well, getting those two traps on the other side. It's fine if it hits that one. We're just going to wipe anyway because we're down 5.
So batter is.
Yeah,
Set's got it.
Did it get set up?
Yeah. Everybody else jump off. Let's reset. Move on with our days.
Plus, it'll reset to the correct amount of people too, so we won't have to play an extra person.
Sure.
So I'll try to do the bubble every time we get the set of traps, as long as people try to stand in it.
I gotta repair.
Probably have a. Oh, you already released. Never mind.
Yeah. Be back in like 30 seconds tops, so.
Went from what 2.1 something to 20 mil now.
I'm slow. I just noticed Fade left the raid. Okay.
Yeah, the fancy is not permitting anyone to think that this fight could be fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, That's an opinion, and therefore you can't have it.
I like how the 15-year-old's more mature than the 50-year-old, but never mind.
Like, how do you get through life? Just
Very angrily. Oh, there's many children that are better than that. Not just Haifu.
Yeah. No, just that one.
I mean, I'm just having my own opinion. Don't take offense to it, Mildred.
I'm out.
Peace.
Didn't want you anyway. Wait, what?
Five.
Oh man, you didn't leave.
3, 2,
Ah,
Sorry.
darn.
1.
No, now he's gonna leave. So we have to deal with the raid being scaled for 17 deep.
Yeah, that totally would have prevented us from beating it.
That could have been it.
I mean, it's Crimson Fury you're talking about.
It's happened.
Yeah.
hey, alright, let's focus things.
Balls are coming up. Balls are up. Balls are up.
Through.
What you doing?
I don't know, man.
We
Try
had,
out.
marks if you
we
can
had a
make it.
collision again with the chains.
Yeah, but
They're one of those in the center, thank you.
Bubble up.
you ran off the edge.
Because I was already dead.
Spikes.
Okay, Set's got a res. Everyone else will take a lava bath.
The upside is that next week when we get here in one night, we should all have been here. Because this isn't frustrating.
That and everyone, depending on which soul mine you use, you might have your last one.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, conduits and all that.
Everyone gets an extra row either way, too.
Is it 52, 53, 54?
Mm-hmm. So you'll finish one soulbind, and then everyone else should get a row on the other one. So
Really? I think Night Fae, I have to wait till 55 for my first one.
you should have one
Let me
on
double check.
54. Should be one of yours.
Alright, so 55.
Have one at 57.
Oh, no.
53,
The one I'll never
54.
use.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. The one I haven't even walked down the list.
But you should get one at 53 and another one. So you'll still get another row on something.
Yeah,
I get one at 55.
my big one's 55. And I got 11 out of 12 for my big one, so.
Man, it's nice to be Necrolord.
Mm-hmm.
Ha,
We get all our first, best two are first.
nice.
Well, Bonesmith is my rating one, unfortunately. Amani is my Mythic Plus guy, but
Imani's 54, and we've been getting 3 every week.
yeah. So next week I'll get that pulsating eruptions can be badass for Mythic Plus.
Mm-hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chains are up.
Decide who's going to go first.
Traps and marks if you can make it, please.
This far one.
Thanks. Bubble down.
And go ahead and then with the one when you're coming back.
Through. Chains through.
Watch out.
Okay.
Get away from the moon.
Gonna him. Someone can hit the trap, please.
Need to pop one of those early.
I'll touch it after.
Not that.
I was gonna say, I
So
didn't
the
call one.
center
I just
X was the best choice. Just because that's towards center.
I got Lotus up, so. Oh, okay.
You said Lotus up, and then everyone started jumping off.
That's what I heard, because we were down 4 people.
Right, so got Lotus up, so we don't have to. I guess I wasn't making myself clear.
Feel free to jump off though.
I want to dance.
So I think we're at the stage where we're not necessarily waiting on everybody to learn mechanics, but we're waiting on us as a raid to collectively micromanage those little adjustments, you know, a foot here, a foot there, whatever it is. So we can either keep going until it clicks, because we're going to have to practice, or just try to remember little things like the traps need to be on the marks. And if we're going to pop one first, it's going to be X or triangle. And be really careful not to back up in this stuff. If you're playing in first person, stop.
Who does that?
Who
Is that a thing?
sound on?
I like sound.
I'm sure somebody's like, I like first person, and that person is driving me insane right now.
I just like to hear Quartermaster Rom talk to me.
Is there a script command to scroll farther out? I couldn't figure it out on, or at least retail.
There is, but I can't. I think I know I used it once before, and it's, I don't know.
I just used Leatrix to give me a little extra.
Should be using overhead for all the fights.
Not necessarily.
Some people just can't play like that.
Yeah, I like behind the view, like the stair mill, but
There's a levitating spectral raptor next to me, and I'm scared.
If anything, how about the... It's usually by X is where we're usually having the boss, right? Or usually on the first set of traps.
Yeah.
Just whoever has that, just stay in the melee so it just instantly goes off.
So whoever has X.
Or wherever where the boss is at. So if it moves to triangle, whoever's on triangle can just, if it's on a melee, they can just be there and it'll just pop.
It's the same as in...
almost I'm right behind set and healing. So close.
That's how I spell it. Drop S. It's not as far out as it can be.
Yeah, I don't think the console command actually does anything anymore. It's just
Yeah. It does in Classic, but I didn't think it did in Retail. Because in Classic, it frickin' skyrockets you way out.
right, but kind of capped to I mean, the room isn't so big that you can hold the camera to the room or anything like that anyway, so.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chains are out. Healers, keep an eye on star and circle.
Through everyone, through everyone.
Get away from the skull, get away from the skull and the square.
Try to get those traps in decent spots, please. Now, you don't have to match up perfectly. I don't care if someone else is standing in your mark.
Doing this weird one.
Yep.
And then popping the one that was the other melee.
Just would you go through first?
Get away from square, get away from square, get away from square.
Coming.
Set those traps out, space them out.
I'll set mine off right away.
No.
Never mind.
Yeah, just let them. That's why I said no.
I
Someone hit
didn't.
the triangle.
Battle resin, Bailey, wipe it up.
Through.
Yeah, I had X, so as soon as you said no, I got out of it quick, so mine
That's
didn't
it.
go off.
Go take the wipe, please. This is all going to be just practice, practice, practice. There's no way around it, so.
So on that second set, or it's a third set, isn't it? Third set. If we want, we could probably pop one of the far ones then, like either the diamond or the one that's closest to the ball when they come up, if they have time. So either be blue or be purple, no matter what. And as long as the traps are out in cape places, we should be okay.
Do you want a cauldron?
I think I'll just use my personal. I don't know if we want to waste 2 hours worth of cauldron.
This is going to be entire mechanics. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think it'll make a difference.
Personal it is.
Like we're dying because we're double stepping on lines and stuff like that, or blowing up from other stuff. So
Yeah, I'll save the shade stones.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Balls. Through.
we're going.
Diamond.
Okay, get away from diamond. Get away from diamond. Get away from diamond.
Traps.
Pop bubble.
Gonna pop triangle. after that, I'm popping. And go ahead and pop yours when you come back out.
It's fine.
A little bit more staggered now.
Through. Doing good so far. Third set's the one that's shitty, so you ready?
Chains.
Ball's coming too.
If you push them, they won't matter.
Hopefully. Find the free spots once we push them. There's your free spots, you don't have to DPS, go around, get ready to avoid the shit.
Middle-ish. Right.
Doing really good this round, keep yourself
All the way
alive,
right.
please.
Left. 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 All the way right. Left.
Should be coming down after this.
Yep.
If we're making a go of this, let's get Bailey up.
Getting Bailey.
Chains.
Get in no good position for these spikes.
Wow, I jumped the gun there.
It's gonna be shitty. Go through.
Two. Do my big CD.
If those traps weren't good, please go.
Oops.
Popping one. Wait.
Doing good. Get the
Popped one.
Cop.
get in no good position. Go through.
Get away from me.
What?
Gonna hand
Personal.
this one.
Go far, Bailey.
Get in no good
Get
position.
too close together.
I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
It's below 50 though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there.
No, 13 seconds down.
Just gotta keep seeing phase 2 a little more. Start keep being more consistent on phase 1.
Alright, there you go. Got a battle res. Don't release.
Did you really just use your invincibility to jump off the edge, get ported back to metal, get the res off?
Yes.
That's what I saw.
Okay, I'm just making sure I saw that right.
The boss kind of stared down at him in the lava and then turned around and walked back to him in the middle.
The Bonesmith invincibility has like
Oh no, I
a couple
released.
uses. A couple.
Preparing.
He was like, "You dare oppose me?"
It's good on the first boss too, so it's having its uses finally.
Miller dropped a G's.
That was a good attempt though. Very nice.
yeah, that was much better. And like basically, if we can do phase one well, then we can learn to do phase two, and then we can do phase three. We will heal after it comes down from the second transition. In case people were wondering.
I was thinking about that, but
I kind of
it was
figured
gonna be
that.
towards the end. I die to traps on my run back. I usually do on my actual Torghast runs.
What's the discipline bubble do again?
Reduce damage by 20%. 25%.
Is it a long cooldown? Or?
2 minutes?
3 minute.
3 minute.
3? Okay.
So I say I think it's in line with AMZ now.
Check your chest plate buffs.
Five, four,
Oh, I gotta change the
three,
conduit slot.
2, 1.
First set of chains.
Whoopsie.
Through.
Where you going, Hammer?
Diamond?
Take it away from Diamond, guys.
I just want to catch his hammer on the way back and just use it against him.
Try to get
That'll
those
be
traps sort of set up right. Why are they all okay?
Careful with that
Bubble.
one, melee.
You can get
Bubble.
that one behind the boss.
Get away from me.
Everything else should be fine.
God damn it.
Unless Pen dies.
Might as well res him.
Bellic, go first.
Thanks. Nope, didn't help.
Bye.
Sherlock's dead. Don't worry about healing him.
Nope.
I was very confused as to what that sentence meant until I realized he is the Necrolord thing.
Hate that thing.
Oh, come on, I was hitting a different button. Let's just full rush to my death.
Womp womp.
A little bit right.
I
All the
try
way
to
right.
want to beat anybody on DPS anyways.
Oh, I get
Left. Left. Very right. We really struggle with that one.
not reading the graphics on those spikes right.
Get away from Haggle.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on the square. Go away from me.
Bubble down.
Ow.
Way too many pop up.
I think our biggest chance is going to be that second, that trap.
Release.
I will murder someone. Pen wasn't. Oh, Zio. Pen first.
There's a bunch.
Remember, guys, on that intermission, I mean, there's plenty of room. You can wait till the fire hits the ground, then go through the gap. Just take your time.
And a cheat towards the middle so you can actually like run reverse, like towards the back of the room on the long transitions.
Yeah, if you stay kind of towards the middle or towards the front, it gives you plenty of time to kind of dip and dodge as needed.
Actually, I prefer the back myself.
Well, it's more so like if it's far left to the far right, and I guess the roar is making it so you can do it easily, but like if there's no roar, you don't get hit by it. You actually get
But I also think I'm
hit
reading.
here.
I also think I'm reading the graphics wrong because it didn't look like I was killed with a spike's whir.
Much power.
I don't know who you are, dude.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Through. It's not through.
Calculated what I just did.
Get away from.
Is that a gravity issue or something else?
Those are, you might
Double
want to do
down.
that second one.
Yeah. Pen.
Through.
Popping this one.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's two.
Why is everyone panicking with the traps?
Don't release. Don't release.
Let the waves of time crash over you.
Yeah, one of the biggest things we have to worry about is making sure those mines are spread out. The mines, hurt, but they only are actually dangerous if they go off at the same time, because the debuff pulls off pretty.
Said, do you want me to just pop the first one that's right next to the boss?
Might as well.
Okay.
Take a deep breath. Be
5,
ready for this. Let's do
4,
it.
3,
Try to get to at least phase 3.
1.
Chains coming out. Axe coming out. Spike balls are up. Everyone through. Go to the sides after so the chains have plenty of room to get through. Away from purple. Away from purple. Traps are coming out.
Close to. Never mind. They both went close. Just need to pop one.
No, just one. Who's popping?
Both of those traps
Both
were in
tanks
melee
dead.
and no one wanted to move.
Oh my god.
Both tanks picked one and you guys both hit one.
I have a soul stone.
Alright, we'll call.
Shit.
So I will pop the first one next to the boss, and then Set will call when to pop another. You can't just pop them all at once because you need a 2-second gap between each one.
I control the battlefield, not you.
Is there a reason we have 2 world markers at one spot?
I don't have the thing that clears them.
Oh, okay.
You want to remove the moon or whatever, that
I'll keep moon and get rid of diamond.
whatever one it is. I'm
Because
sorry.
the markers coincide with.
I mean this in the nicest way possible. I don't care if you make it to your marker. I care if you make it to a marker.
I just like having a specific choice laid out for me.
I'm never gonna be able to keep it straight. I just die for marker.
Everybody's here.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chains in 1. Balls are up.
Through.
Away from purple. Or moon, sorry, moon. Traps are out. Go ahead and pop extra. Waiting. Popping triangle. And holding on the other. And then pen, you can do that after.
Yeah.
One through. Maybe one at the sides. This person can get through. Away from blue.
Okay.
Chains. And an axe.
Why? Why?
Hemming.
Don't get run
Push
over.
him.
Watch it.
The Skulker's wing
Go.
jumped me to the ball again. I'm throwing away this trinket.
Oh, I feel like I say this every time.
I was standing on the boss. Like, I'm like, okay, jump to him, nuke him. And it's like, how about I put you into the death?
I've had some, actually some clutch saves because of Skulkers before.
Like, it's fantastic when it cooperates.
Right.
The problem is it doesn't do that. It's literally random what it bounces to.
That is one annoying that.
Oh yes, pounces on the next enemy to come within 8 yards. I'm not sure about that one, Chief.
Chains in 2. Hammer coming out.
Just wipe it up. I got a Baloriz on Lotus. The damage was really good there, just we need to avoid all this needless deaths. All of them.
Switch that.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chains coming out. Wait for moon. Ball's coming out. Traps. Popping the triangles. Through. New axe. Hemming.
Lots of traps.
Yay.
Double dark.
Wipe it up.
But you've got to get those traps out.
Don't release.
If you blink, you bleed.
I think I saw Clam online. I'm not sure if he wants to join. A couple attempts.
No, two.
DPS is suffering from the sun. Well, yeah. Nice cut.
Like, please, please, please get the traps in good locations. Like, the only thing we ask that is they don't blow up four at the same time. Okay.
Chain's coming out.
Yep, well.
Ball's coming down.
Oh my god.
Traps.
This one's. I'm just gonna detonate this one.
Yes. Let's stop stressing about matching the markers and just be on one mark.
Go ahead, Ben. Go into yours, or the one on the moon.
Wow.
Too many traps, guys. Too many. Wipe it up. Battle res is up. Don't release.
Which one?
I think it was the when I said tank, let Pant do it. I think it hit the back and the front at the same time.
Okay. I was gonna say. So I'm like, I was looking around. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it was clear, wasn't it?
Basically a wipe if we hit two at the same time.
Yeah.
Mine will detonate because the trap will explode right on.
Maybe a repair bot or whatever. Thank you.
Oh. I released to go repair and then got destroyed by an invisible wall in this place.
Yeah, I put all my fish that I don't use for my current feast in there too. I wish our baggies were actually worthwhile.
Or ore
What do they give you?
It's mining stuff, but it's usually not even worth it. And green gems.
I stopped using nature splendor because it was clutter.
Not changing stuff.
Someone portal, please. Magic.
Did save me on my legendary for the rings and necks, though. All the ore bags. Yeah.
Apparently, I'm very popular now because of the joke.
What'd you do now?
What?
Oh, the jewel crafting thing.
Yeah, I got like one request of last patch for a shadow guest ring on neck, and I got like 6 just McGill.
You can thank this raid for that. As for my blacksmithing, is completely useless now.
Till next raid, if there is one.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be.
I think belt is pretty much the only thing useful, and maybe legs for blacksmithing now.
I bet you they did not know that when they released 9.0. They weren't that far along.
No, probably not. And they probably didn't care.
Standing on top of them.
We've missed your cooking.
Funny thing is, my DPS legendary is actually boots.
Good luck, Clam.
4, 3, 2.
Yeah, I mean the.
I really hope that poor soul of a mage knows the mechanics.
Good luck.
Chain, spread out. Clam, try not to hit me one if you invent. Just change knockback. Kill the center ball.
Daring death face.
Try not to get run over.
Through. Festus, go ahead through. Thank you.
You just do
Get
something
away
I
from
usually do
them.
effort.
Traps.
Keep leaving this one here.
We have 2
Fine.
closed here. Pop one right away.
Go ahead and pop the one next to X.
I'll hit it.
No,
It has to be quicker.
Yeah.
About a res on Bailey. Everyone wipe it up.
Going down in style.
Do not release.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just let me pop mine and then take out the other.
That's fine. If you're gonna do that, then just run into it when you're running over there. Usually by the time the melee one gets in and you get your hammer, you probably maybe at like 0.2 of a second before you can pop it.
Alright, it's getting me mad.
Auto hammer's still down there.
Yeah, that lasts a long time.
Alright, guys. Let's get a couple more attempts and preferably get to phase 2 at least.
So if you're gonna be the one that stays in melee, like Zaifu's been calling it out, call it out so we know who's popping and who's staying right there.
I usually pop the first one in melee. It just takes a second for it to register. It's kind of stupid, actually.
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Battle shout, thank you.
1.
Chop on the chains. Axe is coming out. Kill the ball, center one. Going through. Away from skull.
I'm staying in melee.
I'll pop triangle after. Popping it. Go center. Away from moon, away from moon.
Oh my goodness.
Chains. Away from moon again. Pulls her up.
Rip.
Yeah, I can't. Sorry.
Happens to me too. Can't see your character and all that.
No, I'm just fried.
Left a bit. Right a bit. All the way right.
Did that dodge.
Left. Left more. Left. All the way right. Boss should come down.
do want to point out the shiny balls give verse. Verse increases how much you heal and do damage. Pick up the fucking balls.
Now there's gonna be reverberate. Ready for it. Spike's balls are up.
So staying in melee, apparently.
Actually, that was kind of clutch what I just did.
Alright. Let's give this.
One more try, I guess.
One more good pull.
We're just losing people to stupid shit at this point, so.
Yeah. We're probably getting a little tired, but we might as well get a little bit more practice in because it's all practice.
Next
And
year,
we always,
in here, it'll be easier.
yeah. The more we see this, the better, the easier it will be. And there's really no substitute for just throwing ourselves at it over and over and over again because that's just how. Last week we threw ourselves at the last two bosses, and this week we said, "Oh, that's how it works," and we killed them.
That was most impressive on the second of the two.
You also had a lot of people that had vault loot and new legendaries this week, helped out a bunch.
Yeah, this week was a pretty big power spike for the guild, I noticed, just in terms of high level.
Alright, let's give us one more go. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chains are out. Wait for moon. Kill the ball.
Get away from
traps.
I'm moving. Or not.
Fine. There's one right over the boss.
Mine's in melee. We're fine.
Fine, pop one. We should be good now.
Yep.
Get away from moon. Up.
New chains. 5 seconds, 2 balls. Push the boss. Don't worry about the balls. Should break,
job.
find the opening.
God, that was actually kind of a mistake.
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
Alright. They don't hurt that bad.
No, you can survive one. But I was stuck in fire.
Just wait till this is done. Rag.
So I didn't call those out because I was kind of distracted.
Come spikes, be ready for it. And the him. Balls are up.
So I'm gonna go to the square. Get a
Traps.
I'm staying in.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't want to pop it because the trap was going to go get it.
Okay, I think if someone is staying in, we should just actively stand on it, right?
It doesn't matter though. It takes like 2 or 3 seconds for it to actually pop once it's down, and the other trap, the spikes ended up popping the other one behind it. So
right.
Yeah, that time we didn't want to pop immediately because we were going to get it triggered because of the.
that's it, right?
I think so.
And that's it. Yeah. Yeah, we spent 3 hours in this war, so I think everyone did a good job actually doing the fight. Actually, we'll go back and we'll have more loot, we'll have better stuff, more bolts, we'll have more